It's no difference. And people go like, it can't be this simple. The simple thing here is, he doesn't need to understand it to be able to do it, but he needs to practice it. He needs to be actually doing it, not just thinking about it. You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just hammering the people out there. That's my way of doing it. Tell people if this is orderly fashion as you can. Okay, you do this, you have the experience, and you choose the task. And you wait 30 seconds. While I was talking there, you waited, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, what happens?
So it's feel more real for every time I do it.
It's somehow it feels more real. But he has only been sitting here with me all the time. He has not left the room. Elvis is still here. Yeah, this is really funny for me. So nothing has changed in this room, right?
Right.
But somehow this feels more real.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're freaked out.
No.
No,
I say yes.
That's a good question. It's okay. And people go like, wow, what's he talking about, right? Is it get more real? What is talking about? People are going to sit there, what is it? They will do this. And they will eat a banana or something like that, or an apple. What's he talking about? You understand that? The monkey.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty good actually, huh? Yeah, he likes it. He just can't admit it. He can't laugh at his uncle. Because if he laughs at his uncle is going to get really mad at him. He will punch me in the face or something like that. Anyway, he's making it more real, and he doesn't know why that's happening, because he's telling his brain over and over again the same thing. This is the experience I want to have. This is the experience I want to apply to the task. You understand that?
Yeah.
But you're using this from this platform. This is important, by the way. That's what I'm telling you. This is important. You have to use this first and then do it, because you have to make clear instructions for your brain when to do it and when not to do it. So you have to have this first. So then the brain knows, oh no, now it's time for me to choose my experience and then to apply it to the task. That's it. You understand that?
Yeah.
This becomes simple. You don't do it when you go take a shit on the toilet or something like that. And then, wow, I'm ecstatic now, right? And then they find it on the floor, something like that. Well, that's not a good idea, by the way. I'm using very subtle examples just to make things really get across people's mind. You know, oh, I understand now. That's very subtle. So just you know, guys, when you do this, it's really simple. But you have to make it distinct. And I'm talking a lot and doing things, but I've been doing this a long time. So you choose this, then choose experience, then apply it to the task, and then you wait 30 seconds. That's it. Too easy?
Yeah.
It's too simple, right? Okay, so if you do this, and you choose it, because when you do this for the first time, people are not used to shifting their experience. They got confused for a moment there. You understand that?
Yeah.
The confusion happens because the brain has a mixed signal going on between what's real and what's not real. Because if you're going flying on an airplane and you're going to, let's say, Washington, right? And you land in Washington and you be greeting by the people, the same people that you just left Moscow. So the same people looks like they're greeting you in Washington. This is, by the way, the practical jokes work. They use twins. You have the twin when you leave the airport, and they have the other twin greeting you at the new airport. And people's brain goes like, what's going on here? And this is actually, I've been seeing on TV. Welcome to Washington. They don't say welcome to Washington. They say the airport they just left. They're telling them that they arrived at the same airport they just left. You understand that?
Yeah.
Some people get real nuts about that. So what happens is this, a twin special and all this is kind of fun stuff that people do sometimes, is that what happens is that people go nuts, you know, what's going on? Because they don't have the sensory contextual variables, they think they're going nuts, basically. That's why they get confused. And when people get confused, they're easily influenced to new input. Understand that?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I'm really careful when I'm working with people like this. Okay, so you know how to do this?
Yeah.
You know how to choose your experience?
Yeah.
You can choose any experience, by the way.
Yeah.
And then you apply that to a task. That's important. This two is distinctly different context. Experience applied to task.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait 30 seconds. That's important. This waiting 30 seconds is important. Do you know why? You want me to explain it?
You can explain it.
Okay. Thank you. Well, I've been talking about RBIM, a Realization Behavior Integration Model, as I'm teaching here. It's about the comparison mode. And the comparison mode is an evolutionary phase where we develop consciousness. And it's really presently aware when you're about age 4. Before age 4, kids are just basically identified with the context. And whenever they do things climbing a stair, for example, a kid at age 1, they can climb the stair, fall over, climb the stair, fall over, like 100 times. Because they want to climb the stairs, because they see people go up the stairs, so they have to do it also. But they don't think about it as a failure, they just do it. And up to age 4, something is going on at age 4, they start asking questions, and then people develop awareness of context. And that's the comparison mode when it's developed, that we are able to compare context and use what we call a comparison mode. But it's just not just like they do in NLP. Well, you have two pictures and you have a decision structure and blah. That's not it. This is about the vestibular system. This is the vestibular system and the cognitive function in the brain combined in a balanced outlook. So that's what I'm doing here, RBIM. And the comparison mode, when you do this, you're linking and combining those two on, and then you focus your attention on experience, and then you focus your attention and apply that to those. You're essentially engaging your comparison mode to do this thing, and then you wait 30 seconds without questioning it. Do you know why? Because it takes about 30 seconds before the experience to happen. When you do it like this, you have to wait for it, because you have to make this a self-help tool. Understand that?
Yeah.
Don't fall asleep. Oh no, he's making me do things. What happens is that people, when you ask them a question, they have to answer. To answer the question, they have to compare with something they have a relevance and reference, right?
Right.
So if you ask people, do you have the experience? What people have to do is to go out of the experience to answer the question if they are inside the experience, right?
Right.
That's what people normally do. Some people don't do that. They just stay in the experience and still answer them, yes, I am in my experience. I am having my experience, right? But not a lot of people can do that. Most people shift experience, especially if you elicit with a question. Like, well, when in the future you have this experience where you're doing this, and people go like, yeah, the exercise like this, you know? Yeah, boom. And when they have this kind of experience, they do a comparison and they lose the experience. You understand that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you do the elicitation that way, that's silly. I won't do that. Some people teach that, by the way. I don't know what they call me to self. Oh yeah, that's a reference for me to self people. What? All right. Understand that? That when you do elicitation this way, you don't. That's why you have to wait the 30 seconds, because you don't make any comparison. You just make experience the task. Wait. Then you have the experience or not. Either you have it or you don't. If you don't have it, you do it again.
Okay.
That's easy. You understand the steps?
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is like about the 15th time I explain the same steps or something. You have to do repetition. I know some people think, you know, you're just repeating the same thing. And I say, yes. Why do I do that? Because a lot of people, if you tell them first time, they go like, oh yeah, okay. But they don't get it. And a lot of people then call me or write about me to me and make a comment, it doesn't work. And I say, how many times have you done? Well, I tried, you know, once. And I say, once? Oh yeah, cool. Call me again when you have done it like 100 times. And they go, I don't want to do it 100 times. Okay, go fuck yourself then. I don't want to do that. Well, what do you want to do then? Well, I want to make this work. Well, do it 100 times. And I can't tell people it more clearly or well. You have to practice it. It's not like it's a function you have. It's a function you need to build. Or if you're talking in other ways, you have to have a behavior to be able to do this. Okay, you can do this. I'll use something else. Can I catch this? Catch. Okay. Did you know that you did learn that once to catch things like this?
Yeah.
No. You know that? Did you learn it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you remember that also, right? No.
No.
I know that you don't need it. So how come he can catch it now? We're eating it with a fork. So I can eat with it. It's a coordination effort. He couldn't do it once. If you take a 2-year-old kid and give them a fork, they'd probably kill themselves, put it in the eye or something like that, because they can't coordinate the movements. But now his reaction time is a little bit slow. But he can soon do it a little bit better. After a few tries, you can just catch it, right? More or less. But it's getting better. You understand? I'm building a response potential here. I'm doing it over and over again. And his brain and his body must, God damn, he's going to throw this thing again. All right, yeah, he's getting faster now, right? I'm building a response potential so he can do this better and better and better, right? Now you can choose to have an experience where you just do it. You understand now?
Yeah.
And you're just able to, I will catch it elegantly. That's you choose your experience with the behavior. You understand that?
Yeah.
Some people go, can you do that? Yes, you can. Oh, I didn't know that. No, I know. It doesn't come with the instruction manual. I just get about it, but it's a little bit sloppy, I think, you know. That's sloppy. You don't like sloppy. You like elegant. That's better. You understand that?
Yeah.
So you can actually influence the way you behave. But you have to learn this. A lot of people, when you take a 1-year-old and throw them a ball, they go like, right? And they get the black eye. Why? Do you beat your kids up? And they go, no, I'm training them to catch a ball. They can't. Because when they start to be able to catch a ball, they have built a neurological feedback system. And sooner or later you can have this finely tuned, you can see, take a needle and train and go like, oh yeah, I can do that, you know. You can soothe. It's really fantastic. Give a needle to a kid and they go, ouch, you're bleeding, you know, cries and all that stuff. You understand that?
Yeah.
Because they haven't built the stuff to be able to do it. This is physical stuff. I told people about it. You have to practice it, build it. And when you build it, what happens is you just think about it. It just happens. It's like the imaginary touch controls in design human engineer or whatever you call it. But you don't need design human engineer. You don't need NLP. You don't need neuropathic repattern, all this fucking shit, the hypnosis, all that fucking stuff. You just need to practice this consciously, openly, explicitly. Why? Because it's no secrets. There is no unconscious stuff in it. You have to practice this so you understand. Oh, okay, I'll do this. What do you think Milton H. Erickson did when he was doing hypnosis? Well, I have to use my ears to calibrate sounds. So he was doing that for a few weeks, and then he just forgot about it. Any other skill I've been trying to teach myself, or I've been doing that consciously. I've been doing that openly. I don't do go, my unconscious will now produce the effect for me for my life. Nothing happens. God damn, it's cold in here. You understand that? You remember I was telling people about the meditation stuff?
Yeah.
You know, so I'm linking back now to tell people what I was telling them in the first phase. That's like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the loops in NLP, right? So you can remember them about the different contexts and integrate whatever has happened in between. You understand that?
Yes.
Yeah. He can understand it, he doesn't do NLP. But if you tell NLP people that, they go, what the fuck does he talk about? NLP people are not very smart, just so you know. They go, yeah, okay. Anyway, I'm just insulting the NLP people in the world. I was an NLP trainer, just so you know, I'm insulting myself. I'm not big on things, you know, but that's how I think so. Anyway, can you do this or not? Can you do the drill? Can you access the experience? Can you then apply it to a task? And then can you wait 30 seconds?
Yes.
Yeah. So you have to practice that.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can practice it to everything. As I was telling you, it's getting better. The more time you do it,